Happy Labor Day, people! It's already 5 o'clock. Almost the whole day went by. We edited the vlog before, and then we've just been lazying around. We cleaned up a little bit. Jesse's got friends over. But right now, we're gonna watch a little Alien vs. Predator. Get ready for Halloween Horror Nights. And we got some awesome pizza. Got some white pizza too. Well, we're about 10 minutes into Alien vs. Predator, and it's pretty awful so far. Very predictable, but with a heavy dose of awful. Well, we are about an hour into the movie and we're finally at a scene that's worth watching. Finally, aliens are versing the Predators. They're versing them. Finally. They're killing them with pros. I don't know. Do you think Halloween Horror Nights can have all of those aliens? Because that seems like an awful lot to replicate. I'm looking forward to it. So you know it's ridiculous when you go back to the original Predator movies and there was such a common hatred between humans and the Predators that was the basis of the story. Aliens vs. Predator really gets ridiculous at this point where the aliens are... the Predators are teaming up with the humans and now pantomiming what's going to happen. Some of the action is fun to watch, but these type of scenes are just ridiculous. And this is what I mean. This is like the new Alien Predator cop movie. We're buddies to the end and run! Run! It's just like Mel Gibson and Danny Glover. Now we're on a rocket sled together! Oh my god! It's the buddy film of the year! Yay! This is where they start making out, I'm pretty sure. Oh. Here it comes. Bow chicka wow wow. Oh, give her the Predator tongue. Look at that.
Now how is she not getting frostbite at this point? No hat, no gloves, no jacket, no nothing.
Early in the middle of Antarctica. I like this, not that I want to have this with a ton of spoilers for folks, but, you know, this Predator ship appears out of nowhere, which has apparently been on the planet all that time, but the main Predator dude, who is now dead, spoiler alert, was fighting against the aliens, had this whole long drawn out battle, and apparently the ship is just there chilling the whole time and lets the guy die.
It's a rite of passage.
It's fantastic. Well, good news. That movie is over. And I did see it before, and Mary saw it before, but I couldn't remember it at all. Or barely. I think I just locked it out of my memory because it's really not worth remembering. I'm really kind of puzzled why Universal chose Alien vs. Predator as one of its properties for the houses. I could see where you can maybe recreate the pyramid from the movie.
And the monsters, which is really cool because they can be gross.
But this is really not scary. It's a science fiction property. And, you know, despite Predator being a really awesome movie, the first one, and Aliens being an awesome franchise, combining the two, like peanut butter and chocolate, at least in this film, is not that good. I remember the Alien vs. Predator comic back from Dark Horse in the 90s was really fun. And the video games, the video game I remember at least being drawn into was for the Atari Jaguar, and I think it was back like 93 or 94. And that was a fun video game. This movie is not that good. On a scale of 1 to 5, I think I might give it a 2.
That's what I was going to give it.
That's being generous. And on the Mary scale,
it was a 2.
It's pretty worthwhile for skipping. If you're going to watch the other Predator movies, I think that you don't want to, or at least just Predator 1 and watch Aliens, and you already know the characters. The rest of the stuff is just superficial. And by the way, there's actually a sequel. This is Alien vs. Predator Requiem. I don't know if that is also in the Halloween Horror Nights stuff, but it came in this box set that we bought yesterday at Target. Both of these Blu-rays were $9.99 for the package, so maybe I'll watch the second one at some point if I really have nothing else to do. Or maybe after we try those 15 pumpkin beers. Maybe it'll look slightly interesting. And now it's time for this. The annual fantasy football draft. I usually don't do too well playing fantasy football, but we'll see how things go this year. Now, this is funny. We bought the Purge on Blu-ray, and there's an ad for Halloween Horror Nights, The Purge, on the Blu-ray disc. That's funny. We saw these Star Wars gummy vitamins. They had Yoda and Darth Vader at Target yesterday. We picked up the Darth Vader one. Why, I don't know, because I usually use like a Centrum type vitamin plus other type of supplements, but I'm going to try this out. I don't think you can see this, but let's see if we can get it in the light a little bit better. It's shaped like a little Darth Vader head. That's ridiculous. And these yellow guys are shaped like Stormtrooper helmets. Hilarity. Well, after those delicious vitamins, we're also going to try some of this paste beer and cheese dip. With some pretzels. I'm going to eat that beer dip stuff with these pretzel chips, by the way. These are really good. So, we're watching The Purge. We're probably 45 minutes or so into this. And if you know the story, there's like a family that's harboring somebody that the other folks want him to kill him, and it's allowed for 12 hours at least in the city. But the funny thing is, I mean, after you watch this for just a few minutes and you realize that there's a bunch of folks outside looking to try to get inside, and that murder and arson and everything else in the world is allowed, why wouldn't they just burn down the house at this point to kill the guy? The movie would be about a half an hour, and probably a lot better. So, you know, here's one of my knocks against the movie too, as you can hear it in the background. This movie's supposed to take place in like 2022, which is a good, 8 years from now. But all of the house stylings are current modern day. They didn't do any effort to make it seem like anything was at least advanced a little bit. If you think back like 8 years ago to now, this is a pretty good chunk of technology that changed, at least computers, televisions, etc. Just kind of funny. Well, we just finished watching The Purge. I thought it was incredibly stupid. I'm not really sure that it even had much of a story. It certainly wasn't a horror movie, although it gets lumped into the horror genre. And by midway through the movie, I was really hoping that all of the characters would die. If there was a way that they could all kill each other, especially the kid that played the boy, oh my goodness, how annoying. I can't imagine that they're doing the Scare Zone based off of The Purge. And maybe I'm in the minority here for the movie, but wow. I'm really looking forward to seeing Halloween, the movie, Michael Myers' house, and his kills, and the Walking Dead stuff, and the new Universal-based properties for Halloween Horror Nights. But so far, Alien vs. Predator, might be interesting or cool to see some of the stuff. The Purge street experience, or Scare Zone, yikes.
Well, the Scare Zone with the people wearing the mask might be a little scary, but I don't know.
What did you think of the movie?
I would give it probably about 1.5 stars.
1.5 out of 5 on the Mary scale?
Oh, yeah.
There you have it. Best Buy, I want my money back. And this is incredible because this stupid movie came on DVD, Blu-ray, and iTunes all in one package last week. Goodness. Oof. I can't believe that there's a sequel. Yay! We're ending the night by watching the Saved by the Bell unauthorized movie, which brings us to a perfect trifecta of movies that were really pretty awful. It was a pretty sweet day off for Labor Day. And now we get to go to sleep. What's your review of this movie?
Do I have to really review it?
It's maybe a 1 out of 5 for me.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And on that note, thank you for all the likes, the comments, and the subscriptions. And treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great night. See you guys tomorrow.